You won't believe this news. A Jpmorgan analysts are saying that the XRP and Solana spot ETFs, when approved, will attract billions of dollars. I'll give you the details there. And the SEC is due to file their appeal in the Ripple lawsuit by tomorrow. Will this affect the price of XRP? And BlackRock is saying that crypto adoption has outpaced the adoption of the internet and mobile phones. Huge news. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, let's take a look at Bitcoin because we are seeing some movement here from Bitcoin. It is currently over $97,000. Is this the V-shaped recovery we've been waiting for? Well, we don't know yet, guys, because we just got faked out about a week ago, right? So we have to let these rallies prove themselves. We have to see confirmation. How many times have you heard me say that? And some people get upset because they want the confirmation bias of it must be bullish or it must be bearish, right? But we don't operate like that. As educated, informed investors, we're waiting to see what the market's going to show us, which direction it wants to go in, which direction is showing strength, whether that's up or down. So this is what I've learned over the years of being in multiple bull and bear market cycles. I got to leave my emotions. I have to leave my bias to the side. And I need to see confirmation on the charts. So good to see Bitcoin's moving up a little bit, but we still got a whole week to go. There's still some macro factors in the background looming, which people are concerned about. And we got the inauguration coming up. So maybe after the inauguration, we're going to start to see some strength. Now, one thing that's very interesting is that XRP continues to show a lot of strength. So XRP right now at $2.78, and it's been breaking bull flags on its way up. So pretty amazing. As we've been talking about, it's been leading the altcoin market. And that's very different from what we saw in the last cycle. So XRP being a leader here and looking very bullish. It's up near 20% over the past 7 days. So be patient, guys. Let the market show us what it wants to do in the short term. In the macro, in the long term, guys, I'm bullish. We're headed to new all-time highs. We're going to have an epic, euphoric blow off top. Alt season's going to be epic, guys. We're going to make a lot of money, but we got to go through the volatility. We got to go through the corrections. We got to go through the roller coaster ride that is the crypto market. But your patience will be rewarded, guys. And I speak from experience. So just be patient here. Something that is bullish, and it makes me laugh. Jim Cramer came out today saying, very typical quantum bounce, giving you another exit point. That's a bearish tweet. He's essentially saying, hey, this is a bounce, take profits. So everybody's like, this is very good because you inverse Cramer, right? I've made so much money inversing this guy. It's pretty ridiculous. Now, check this news out, guys. This is very bullish. BlackRock releases a report saying that crypto has outpaced growth for mobile phones and the internet. That is amazing. And this is things you need to pay attention to, the real world adoption, the S-curve adoption. And I know many folks, they pay attention to price, but they're not paying attention to the fundamentals, the adoption, the building, the expansion that's happening. And that's what I try to share on this podcast to give you the holistic view. Obviously, we all want higher prices, but in order to get there, you need to build the on and off ramps. You have to see adoption. You got to get institutions building on these blockchains. You got to get real world applications. All of that's going to drive the value up, in addition to these speculative bubbles that these markets go through, right? This is just how it is. Just look at what happened with the internet. And it's amazing that crypto is outpacing these technologies. But it makes sense because you have both of these technologies to enter the crypto market and asset class, right? I can do it from my smartphone. I can do it on my computer as long as I have internet connection. How many times have I said that this is a truly global asset class and it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, as long as you have internet connection, you can buy a fraction of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and be part of this asset class and view it real time and all those things, right? There's never been anything like this in the history of the world. So we are living in amazing times, guys, and this is an amazing opportunity. So the title of the report, which was released yesterday, is called Changing the Game for Bitcoin Exposure with an ETF. And it goes through all the details and the adoption of crypto and how it's outpacing mobile phones and the internet. So amazing stuff, guys. Now, check this news out. We have an Italian bank buying Bitcoin. So the headline from Reuters is Italy's Intesa tests Bitcoin with a 1 million euro investment. Guys, we're seeing FOMO from banks, stock exchanges, and the largest financial institutions globally into this asset class. Now, it often starts with Bitcoin, then they'll go to Ethereum, and then they'll go to all the altcoins. So understand the process here, right? They are dipping their toes in the water, they're testing the waters, and then they get comfortable, and then they go all in. And you can imagine this type of activity is going to increase. Game theory is going to play out. Just takes one player, one domino to fall, and the rest happens. So Italy's biggest bank, Intesa Sanpaolo, if I'm saying that right, has made its first proprietary Bitcoin trade, buying 1 million euros of the world's largest digital currency in what CEO Carlo Messina described as a test. Intesa in 2023 set up a proprietary trading desk for digital assets and last year started handling spot trades with cryptocurrencies. Man, guys, do you see what's happening? This is incredible. And the masses, the average Joe and Jane, billions of people are not paying attention. And I guess what? The people in Italy, the majority of them are not paying attention. But they will eventually as the banks and all these financial institutions start pitching it to them, right? This asset class is becoming ubiquitous. It's everywhere now in politics and pop culture society. And eventually more and more people are going to come in. But I'm so glad I'm here with you guys as early adopters, and we have the potential to make significant returns. So this is so bullish, guys. I mean, banks buying Bitcoin, and it's happening globally. And as we reported yesterday, Trump coming into office is expected to repeal SOB 121, which is the de facto roadblock for banks to be able to hold crypto directly in the United States. That's going to be gone, I believe. And you can imagine Jpmorgan, Bank of America, all of them are going to jump in and start buying. So incredible stuff. Guys, quick word from our sponsor, and that is VeChain, which is one of the top layer one blockchains in the industry. VeChain is working with many big brands and companies around the world to build Web3 technologies. Some of the great attributes of the VeChain blockchain are it is secure, affordable, scalable, fast, and sustainable. Some of the brands working with VeChain include Givenchy, PwC, Walmart, China, BMW, and Boston Consulting Group. I'm a VET token holder. I have been for many years. I'm very bullish on this project. So if you'd like to learn more, visit vchain.org. A link will be in the description. Now, guys, check this news out from Jpmorgan Bank. And I know some of you saw the recent interview with Jamie Dimon where he kept saying his same old bullshit nonsense about, Bitcoin's a scam, a fraud, and so forth. But watch what they do, not what they say. So we've been seeing Jpmorgan's been dabbling in blockchain and crypto for years, going back to Ethereum and Consensus and building JPM Coin and Quorum. They also offer their clients Bitcoin via a wealth fund, and they are participants with the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. So Jamie is pulling the old smoke and mirrors, right? Just going out there telling the public, don't worry about this and whatever. But he wants you to FOMO in at a certain time. His bank and his analysts are going to promote it, but for him, it's almost like on brand for him to now continue to say Bitcoin's a scam. But here's the thing. Jpmorgan says XRP Solana ETFs could bring in $13.6 billion in the first year if approved. That's huge, guys. They know what's coming. They know it's a matter of when, not if. This thing is going to get approved. And it could certainly happen this year with the new SEC chair, the new Congress, new president, all pro crypto, of course. So the analysts estimate that the Solana-based products could bring in between $2.7 billion and $5.2 billion, while the XRP-based ETFs could see inflows ranging from $4.3 billion to $8.4 billion, depending on regulatory developments and investor interest. Here's a quote. Progress on ETFs beyond Bitcoin and Ether has been slow, if not halted altogether, given the lack of regulatory clarity around altcoins, particularly at the SEC and CFTC, they said. However, the new administration and a new SEC chairman opens the door for new opportunity in cryptocurrency innovation, said the JPMorgan analyst. Guys, the applications are already there. Multiple XRP and Solana spot ETF applications. Now, the big question is the futures. Will the futures go live this year where they can then approve these ETFs? We'll have to wait and see. But like I said, it's just a matter of when, not if. These things are coming. And then eventually they're going to open it up to more altcoins. And you're going to have a top 10 index basket ETF. So this will be huge for XRP, Solana, and the entire altcoin market. Really, really big news here. Now, speaking of XRP, tomorrow, guys, we have for the SEC to file their opening brief in their appeal of the Ripple victory in the lawsuit. So this is still ongoing, but the market knows. I think they recognize Gensler has been defeated. He's out. A pro-crypto regime is coming in, and Ripple took a big lion's share of the victory in the Ripple lawsuit. And here's Stuart Alderati tweeted out on January 20th, Gary Gensler's war on crypto ends at the SEC. We asked the SEC to agree to postpone the filing of their opening brief and their appeal of our victory. Current deadline is January 16th, and they refused. What a waste of time and taxpayer dollars. Nevertheless, we are confident in our position on appeal and look forward to working with new SEC leadership to resolve this matter. So all this could be thrown out by the time Paul Atkins comes in, right? So Gensler is going to continue his same old BS and until he leaves office. Let's hope he doesn't do anything crazy. He did file some sort of lawsuit against Elon Musk about securities violations, but that's not crypto related, so I'm not going to go through that. Guys, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse also weighed in on this. He retweeted Stewart saying Gensler very much on brand, completely dismissive of 2024 election and the American public, fully commits to his failed regulation by enforcement agenda to the bitter end. Hashtag sad. And Gary Gensler, as you guys know, has been going on the PR tour. He went on CNBC this morning. He went on Yahoo Finance early in the week, or last week he went on Bloomberg. So he's trying to save face. He's leaving with the SEC in shambles, embarrassed, and much more. Just yesterday, the SEC got called arbitrary and capricious again in another case, specifically the Coinbase case. So these judges are not putting up with the SEC lies, unlawful activity, and all the nonsense. So good riddance to this clown, and we can get some sensible people coming in office. So guys, tomorrow I will be interviewing Commissioner Hester Peirce of the SEC. And I'm expecting a great conversation because we're turning a new leaf. Gensler is going to be out. Paul Atkins coming in, pro-crypto president, pro-crypto Congress, as mentioned. So it should be a good conversation. I hope to have that published for you guys on Thursday morning. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. So we also got updates here that the House Financial Services Committee Chairman, Representative French Hill, who replaced Patrick McHenry, and remember, I've had French Hill on the podcast many times, a really smart guy. He totally understands this technology and sees the value in providing clear guidance so we can attract more investments, have more jobs in the U.S. and much more. Well, he has appointed Tom Emmer, who I've also had on the podcast, to be the vice chair of the subcommittee on digital assets, financial technology, and artificial intelligence. He also named the other GOP members serving on the committee. This is what I'm talking about. Pro-crypto Congress, many pro-crypto people in the government. It's amazing what's happening. Really, really amazing stuff. And I want to wrap it up here on this news. Thailand's former prime minister bullish on legalizing crypto and online gambling. So we are seeing globally, I continue to share the global news with you guys because it's important that you understand what's happening here. This is a paradigm shift. Across the globe, countries are in a race to get crypto legislation in place, embrace this asset class because they know this is the future, guys. The markets, the economies will be running on blockchain. I've been telling you guys for years, the token economy is coming. So the former prime minister of Thailand, Thaksin Shinawatra, if I'm saying that right, said there's no risk in allowing the trade of stablecoins and other tokens backed by tangible assets. So he asked Thailand's Securities and Exchange Commission to allow the trade of stablecoin or coin that are backed by assets. Guys, I say again, do you see what's happening? We started the podcast talking about Italy's largest bank buying some Bitcoin, right? I hope you see what's happening here. I hope it's sinking in. and you're zooming out and you're looking at the bigger picture here, and you're not getting distracted by the volatility of this market. It's very young. It's only 16 years old. Bitcoin is only 16 years old. And there's more liquidity that's going to come in. It's going to get less volatile, but the volatility is your friend. We're not going to see moves like this in the future bull markets. It's going to start to diminish, right? The law of diminishing returns, and more people buy coins, more liquidity. It just happens in markets. These are just market principles. You could look at the gold chart and what happened, right? You go back to the 70s and gold was ripping and it was doing it amazing. Now gold, you don't get the same type of gains. And it's like Paul Tudor Jones said, guys, that Bitcoin and crypto is the fastest horse in the race. Yes, you can invest in real estate and the stock market and bonds and precious metals, but nothing moves like Bitcoin and crypto. So this is why we're looking to take our bets here, guys. We are early in the adoption curve, and by 2028, we probably won't see the same type of gains. Don't get me wrong, there will be gains, like we're going to make money, of course, but it won't be the same as what we're seeing now, especially as legislation comes in. So just keep that in mind, and continue to do your research and educate yourself. It's so important, guys. And a great way you can educate yourself is by signing up for my free email newsletter on Substack. It provides a lot of crypto insights and knowledge. It is 100% free. You don't have to pay anything. Link will be in the description. Also, grab a copy of my book, Rethinking Crypto. It talks about crypto's past, present, and future. Buy a copy for yourself. Buy a copy for your friends and family. Help them to learn about crypto. Knowledge is power. And if you bought a copy already, please leave a rating and review on Amazon. It will really help me out. Guys, that's the news. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below, and I'll talk to you all later.